We are live, folks. We are here for episode 9. Wow, we're almost to the double digits here. We are super excited. We got a lot to talk about here today. I got Ethan Burrell joining me. We're going to be probably talking about you if you race in on the Wednesday night's race. It's a good chance of just about everybody messed up on that night. And we're excited to be able to bring it to you live here for episode 9 of the Simply Racing Show podcast. What are you thinking about all of this, Ethan?
Oh, it's crazy we're already on episode 9. It's been flying by. I think we're going to have quite a bit to talk about tonight after the Cup race on Wednesday, so it should be good.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with that. We got, obviously, our picks, how they did. Some of us did really good, as usual, and some of us did bad, as usual. And, yeah, we're going to go through the field, take a look at some of the finishes of Elite of the Week. There were some really good ones there to take a look at. And then we have some really big news to share, exciting things that BellyUp and Elite are going to do that will involve any of you watching if you want to be able to join. Oh, there's my son. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, we got a lot to go on. A lot of big news to share. Let everyone be able to see what we got planned in the future here with BellyUp. So yeah, absolutely. Going to be a lot of fun here to go about talking to all of you. We're going to start it off first with taking a look back and seeing some of the races here of the Elite Series all through the week. Are you ready here, Ethan?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and get that started here. We're going to start it off right now.
Final lap, white flag, Adriano Panero at the point, trying to pick up, secure his second win of the season. On the backstretch, Brophy trying to give it everything he has to pedal that car past Panero, but it looks like it's just not going to be enough as the checkered flag flies, and Adriano Panero picks up his second win of this 2024 Open Wheel IndyCar Series Warriors of Peace victory at the Phoenix 200, following Panero in second place. Again, rookie Jason Brophy.
Oh, he's going to get... Is he underneath Chad?
He is. Almost. Chad just hangs it.
They're going to head down to turn 3 one last time. They come off of turn 4. It's Chad.
Oh, Chad by an inch.
Going to be able to do it as we come to the line this time. It'll be one lap to go for the Speed Factor 39 of Chase Cabry. I thought we were about to get a caution. I saw a lot of shuffling there, but white flag in the air. Just one lap remaining. Crump not going to be able to do it. He is trying everything possible to get up there. Just no chance for him to do it. Higgins is around. He's backwards in the wall. He's finishing this one in reverse, Chris Wright, as here he comes. Chase Cabry gonna celebrate it. Another victory here for the 39 Speed Factor machine of Chase Cabry. Robila's blowing up on the bottom. One lap to go. Oh, that was Dorr.
It's been one close to the lead.
That was Dorr that blew up. I thought it was Mark Robilas.
Justin Dewar must have been pushing too much, and Jeffrey now has no help. He's out into 8th after leading for so long. It's Justin Wadsworth, regular season champion, is now in the lead as they come into the super text for the
Wadsworth,
final time.
Holmes, Hardcastle on the inside. It's Higgins and Norgard in the middle.
Norgard
Norgard around.
It's a green.
Wow! It's going to come down to Wadsworth, Holmes, Hardcastle, and Higgins as we work through 3 and 4 for the final time. Will one of them go for it? Will it be Hardcastle to move to the outside? He's got to make a move. Holmes goes to the top. Here we come down the front straight for the final time. Hardcastle to the inside. They're going to be 3 wide coming to the line. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Hardcastle!
Yes!
Wow! Andrew Hardcastle, Trey Holmes, and Justin Wadsworth at the line.
They're going to get to the white flag. Are they going to be able to get to finish this race under
They
checkered?
are. Oh no! They got it. We got the white.
Well, they're going to be able to continue, though. It's going to still be Tyler Fody out front. He's got to have Nick and Delicatos with a short amount of time to be able to make any kind of move here. Going into turn number 3, it's going to be Tyler Fody on the bottom, coming around the turn. Oh, Nick and Delicato right to the back bumper, side by side at the finish line. It's going to be Tyler Fody winning it at the Amazonian 200 at USA. Well, that was the finishes from this week. A lot of really good finishes overall, and man, yeah, that was impressive. I really enjoyed that Talladega race. That was really cool. That was, I think, that was Hardcastle's first elite victory. So congratulations to Hardcastle there. Really hard fought victory for him there, and
That was
yeah,
awesome
I like
move,
that.
too. Cutting to the
Yeah,
bottom.
that was a really
like
good
that.
move.
That was good. And
yeah.
I bet Indy cars at Phoenix was crazy too. That looked like it was a lot of fun.
A very rare time for Brophy not to actually win an IndyCar race,
Right.
Because he almost always wins at every IndyCar
Leave it
oval
to
track.
Pinheiro
So
to get him though.
yeah, that was really impressive. That took place earlier on in this week. But yeah, that was all the finishes of the races this week. I think it's time to get into the part where you and I become a little bit more strict as to who we're talking about and what we're going to be talking about. We're going to go and take a look at the finishes, or not the finishes, but the entire race from Wednesday night. And stick with us, folks, because it is a long one. It was a long video for me to have to go through and try to dissect all the interesting and the most important parts, because boy howdy, the caution flag was waved quite a lot for that race.
Yeah, it was a little brutal there.
It was a little brutal. You told me earlier you are not gonna be friendly for this one here. You're gonna lay it out thick as to what you feel for some of these drivers. Is that the case?
No one's safe, man. No one's safe.
No
Not
one's
even me.
safe. Not even you. Yeah, because I think you're in there too. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of that. We're going to take a look at the race at USA. We're going to see a short track action. And of course, Garrison Hogan got the pole. And we're actually, Chase Avery got the pole.
Yeah.
And he ended up starting at the back. He actually started on pit road. Oop, there we go. But that gave the lead over to Garrison Hogan. He able to get out front, and he led for a long time once he took the lead. And that seemed to be the case. It was hard to make passes up the front.
Yeah, for sure. It was tough, man. It was fun to drive. It was hard though.
Yeah, we're about to see the start of what I feel like it was over aggressiveness. This is on lap 4. This is Scott Crump. This didn't cause a caution. But this sets up probably what happened to Scott Crump later on. Makes a very aggressive move here. And shoves Trey Holmes way up the racetrack. And yeah, that probably didn't make Trey Holmes very happy. I think he tried to give him a bump there.
Yeah, I mean, if Trey doesn't save that, that's a tally. So, I mean, it's a hell of a save. But yeah, that was pretty bad for that early.
Yeah, so just to remind you, so everyone saw what Scott Crump did there, and everyone probably put that in their memory banks, and you really didn't even have to have long-term memory to see what happened to Scott, but we'll see that after we see what caused the first caution here. This was the initial caution of the race. That is Jordan Owens in the 16, and just
got in there hot.
To be fair, he spun himself out trying to keep off
Yeah, I see him locking up the brakes. I can't really give him too hard of a time on that one.
Watch the 80. Ooh.
Oh man.
On pit road there, get stuck up against the pit road wall there. Bumpers came off quite easily last night. It was kind of funny.
Let's see. Yeah, stack up.
Oh, Scott, we saw the block, but you still threw it in there on lap 4. But yeah, Ethan Stanley involved. Ethan Stanley gonna be seen quite a lot in this race.
I heard his name a lot last night, and it was not good most of the time.
No, he did not have a great night. He did not have a great night at all. But we'll see more here. Dustin Dewar there trying to avoid that. Does a good job coming to a stop.
Not bad.
Here comes his teammate.
Oh no.
I don't know what Goody was doing. He let off the brakes there.
That was a little late.
And then this was the second caution here. Came on lap 17. This would be Rucker. And I think Rucker...
Rucker's gonna Rucker.
Yeah.
Carlo.
Yeah. To be fair, it is in Adam's contract with having the Simply Racing podcast sponsor that he has to spin out Rucker if he gets the chance. So I mean,
I saw this one. Oh boy.
No, Scott, no. Oh boy. Oh, tell us about this one, Scott. You're on here letting us know.
I was a couple car lengths back. This was brutal.
What about the blocking, Scott? What about the blocking? What about the blocking, Scott? What about the blocking? Oh,
I was gonna say, I don't know if I could put that fully on the 54 there. The 90's pretty low on the entry.
Man, you know what would be really nice?
What's that?
Giving, just I don't know, giving up the spot. We said that earlier too,
low,
Scott.
Man, he's low.
It looks very similar.
Yeah.
Looks very similar to what happened earlier on with Scott Crump there. To be fair, Scott, you did get taken out. I will say that. But also, Scott, let's go back to what happened. We're going to go back to what happened. You're going to tell me what the difference was. Because it doesn't look much different, I'll be honest. I'm going to be fair with you here. Did you get taken out? Yes, but kind of looks like the same.
That does look pretty similar.
And at the same part of the track, Scott, you got dumped, yes, but man, he had quite a bit of damage from that. Quite a bit of damage. I think that was done for the most part. He came back 78 laps down, I think, to still be able to finish, but quite a big hit. Man. Oh man, that had hurt, Scott. Yeah. I'll be honest.
There's me.
There's you.
Thought I was dead.
You almost got that one too. So here comes another caution on lap 48. To be fair, Scott, you're not going to be the only one we're talking about here, so you'll be forgotten about.
That was what
you'll be forgotten about here before too long, because here comes the next person. The 84.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of slammed.
Yeah.
Casey Hatch. Poor Casey Hatch. Hard hit into the wall.
Same spot as Crump.
Same spot, but this time around it got just absolutely bodied. Now this is where strategy plays up a little bit. Lap 50, we have a split decision. A lot of cars coming down pit road. Matthew Weeks leading that decision. Garrison Hogan stays out with Fody, Isabella. You see here, green flag back out. And yeah, this is where you got a joint decision of people with new tires and old tires trying to play nice, and it just doesn't work out very well. Yeah. There's a lot of three-wide action. Yeah. More three-wide than I would ever expect at USA, and I don't know why there was so much three-wide passing. No one could wait on each other. Literally no one could wait on each other. For some reason, everyone had somewhere to go. Johnny Thomas gets spun around. Johnny Thomas is going to have a rough night. Here comes Chad Frankenfield to the outside. Really good move there. Man, Chad looks really good tonight, man. Maybe he might get this one.
He's balling, man.
If you haven't watched tonight, look at Chad Frankenfield go, man. He's on a mission. Keep an eye on that 15. I think he's got a good shot at it here tonight.
All right, what do we got this time here?
Now we're gonna have Nick Massey's problems here. To be fair, he said he didn't feel very comfortable at the racetrack, and boy, man, did he take it out on the one here.
Got on the bumps there, gassed it up too hard. Oh man.
Oh boy, this is when there's a big pile up too. Everyone's piling into this wreck here. This was one of the big ones. Kind of blocked the entire track, so there's not really anyone to go. I love how we have a battle going on racetrack and in the comment section right now. Calm down. We're here to talk.
I'll give Massey
about
props. He owned up and said, "Hey, my bad. He got on the bumps. Drove
what about
too
this
hard."
part? Wait, we're not done.
Uh-oh.
We're not done just yet.
Uh-oh.
They were kind of all trying to get out at the same time.
We wish we were all as perfect as Matthew Weeks. That's why I got my Matthew Weeks shirt on. Oh, I came right down and just took
That's already
bump right
two times. He got his bumper knocked off.
Yeah. He had a bunch of spare parts. Oh, Leighton Norgard. Hard hit. Hard hit for a Leighton Norgard there. And then, I mean, there was just some hard. I mean, no one slowed down for this wreck. Everyone piled into it. Yeah.
Man. Dusty. Oh, just nowhere
that's
to
nice
go.
of you, Adams, to not be pissed. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think everyone gets caught in a wreck at least one point in time.
Yeah.
Gray Holmes here, another view here, getting involved. He hits hard well in this.
Oh yeah.
Boom, right into the side of the 48. I don't think anybody at this point has been taken out of the race yet.
No.
And that's absolutely crazy with how hard some of the wrecks were. Here we go. Pass for second place. Chad Frankenfield working his way, getting around Tyler Fode. One of the few. Yeah, I mean, Chad was fast. He was making passes and making it work. Got back up into the front of the field. Takes it over Garrison Hogan on lap 77. And look how far he pulls away. I mean, he pulls away. I think he had the biggest lead. And then right there, boom, another caution happens. Lap 87. Another weird wreck. Weird wreck here. Vincent Isabella, I think, Little Eagle was out for blood, I think, a little bit tonight. Little Eagle got into a few people. The 4 car got into Vincent Isabella, spun him around, but not really. Gets into the 89. Still no caution. Look, green flag.
Oh, wow.
The 89 is completely sideways. iRacing did not throw a caution until there was another wreck down the front straightaway here.
Oh, wow.
How this was not a caution, I don't know. I do not know how that was not a caution. But then you see here.
Oh, yeah.
Not the 92, the 97,
Clark.
or the 70 and the 91 were magnets out there tonight. That night, it was bad.
Yeah,
it was not a good look. They all had trouble.
That's brutal. Oh, bumper's back on the 80.
He got it back on. How nice. Here we go to another restart again.
No bumper.
Track position change again from people pitting. Chad Frankenfield now has to try to work his way up. Another caution here. Oh no, the 70 again,
no.
but let's see.
Oh boy.
Johnny Thomas gets loose into the turn there, and then didn't these three just get involved in a wreck?
Yeah, Stanley.
And didn't they just get wrecked again?
Stanley really threw it in there. Granted, Johnny was already getting sideways in front of them. Man. Oh, Garrison.
Oh, cut lip. There's Chad. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
I downloaded this soundboard just for Chad here tonight. Let me get it out real quickly. So, oh, Chad.
Oh, man.
Chad, why are you shooting yourself in the foot, Chad? Can you hear it? I don't know if it's coming through.
Barely. Yeah, barely.
It's a gunshot.
Man. Yeah.
Because Chad shot himself in the foot tonight.
Wouldn't have been in the wreck.
Oh,
Didn't
Chad.
in the front stretch. His teammate got him head on, didn't he? The fourth.
Yeah, slammed him in the front.
Was there a bump there?
Yeah, 2 bumps.
Oh yeah, there's bumps there.
So my opinion on this, I said it in the broadcast. I'll say it again. First bump, if it would have sent the 5 around, I wouldn't have blamed him. Second one, he didn't let off.
Yeah.
He absolutely spun the 5 around. Chad Frankenfield gets involved. 0-1. This took out Chris Wright. Chris Wright finished dead last in the race, and it was due to this. It's crazy. The last guy to finish, it was on wreck, like almost lap 100 and something.
Jeez. Sometimes these cars are too strong, man.
Yeah, these cars did not like knock each other out of the race. I think that's what was causing a lot of the issues here.
Yeah, not thinning out the pack.
See, here's the first bump. Bumps him. Okay. Lets off his bumper just a little bit. Comes back for round 2 of the bumping. And, yeah, spins out the 5 there of Jonathan Cutlip. Gavel's on a little bit of a suspension for what he did at Gateway.
Oh,
so
that's right.
I'll let you talk about this one.
Almost smoked Clark there, but I backed off and cut some slack. That guy did not back off and cut anybody slack. That was, yeah, he just drove in there and smoked them.
Bodie, wow, that was he did not only pass you into that turn, but he passed. He got alongside 28 there.
What was messed up is that was pretty much the race winning move too, because we had the same tires at that time. And he got around all of us. Crazy.
And you see that checkup causes a big checkup here, and that's what causes the 88 to get hit. The 14 hit him, and then looks like Dusty gets loose coming out of the turn.
Oh boy!
Comes back up the racetrack. Oh, Chad! Oh, that was when Chad was out for a little while with a lot of damage. So
you almost got to feel a little bad for him.
Yeah. So there's I wanted to give you another viewpoint of that move. I mean, that was a hell of a move.
Yeah, it was. Expecting a lot of everybody around you. I mean, we saw him, but he still slid up. I mean, he used up half the racetrack. If he holds it down, nobody hits. But
yeah, there was some hard hits there too. Oh, watch the 25, 26. he did a trick move there.
Man.
Yeah, that's boom.
Almost.
That was a little funny. All right, lap 119, another caution. I think this 18. Might be it for the 84 tonight's race.
Same thing.
Around goes Personette. Wyatt Canado gets booted from the race for the second almost identical move of slamming into the back of somebody.
Friendly fire, too, I believe.
Yeah. Lap 28, we have another caution here. Garrison Hogan, Justin Wadsworth down below. You let me know your opinion.
I gotta call that on Garrison. At least mostly. I think Wadsworth was there and Garrison tried to force clear low and
didn't have the room.
Wadsworth could have lifted a little bit, but I don't think he had to there.
And then Rucker sends the 25. And then we have another caution here on lap 48, 148. And then, Rucker around once again. This is exactly what Gateway looked like last week.
Oh, no, not another turn 1 death. Oh.
Yeah, Rucker getting sent and then comes back up the racetrack. Absolutely destroys the 6 there. Comes back up the racetrack. The 6 just kind of got into the back bumper, got him sideways, sent him into the grass. And then
he tried to lock down. Oh.
So I think they gave Justin Wadsworth the tally with the 36. And then they gave him a tally for that, which essentially got him out of the race as well.
Okay.
Then here's another caution on lap 1. How many times have we seen the 70 get involved in something? Watch
That's
this.
92 again, is it? Oh, nope.
Now I'm going to show you something very interesting about this
Oh.
incident. This was 3 wrecks that had nothing to do with each other that happened all at one time.
No.
So this was the first wreck. Boom! That was Gavin Hibbs.
He didn't blow up from that. He already didn't have a front clip.
And then this was Dustin Dewar. This happens almost at
yeah.
the exact same time up in front. He gets loose here, spins it around.
Oh, Rucker. Get around it, Rucker.
Didn't no one hit him?
Wow.
Nobody touched him. That was surprising.
Too much
And then
rear
this happened
braking.
as well at the exact same time with everything else.
Oh.
99 gets into the side of Jordan Owens, sends him around. 3 wrecks happened all at the same time. You see up there in the video
Oh,
there, you see
Mark.
the 95. Yeah. That was crazy. All 3 wrecks
What
at
a
the same
mess.
time. We didn't know who was at fault in that situation. Here's another view at what the 95 did there. I think this was a race-ending tally for him, as kind of just didn't give much room to the 54.
Oh.
And then, bam, I mean, that was race over.
Yeah.
That was a hard hit.
Jordan again here.
Yeah, another instant, another wreck, another situation for Jordan Owens.
Oh,
Look at the 70 again. A 70 again.
Man.
And look at oh, Dustin.
Shout out
Dewar
Jesse,
avoided him.
man. That's what a brutal night.
Yeah, that monster can got shook.
Yeah.
Here's Dustin Dewar doing an amazing job.
Oh. Perfect.
And then lap 173, another wreck right on the initial start, or only wreck that happened on a restart, which was surprising. I thought we'd
Very
have a lot of these.
Very surprised. Oh, big stack up. Oh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll do it. Everyone miss him?
Yeah.
Wow.
92
not much you
once
can do
again
about
involved
that.
in another wreck. 12 laps ago, we have another caution, our 20th of the night. I was getting tired at this point. 06 there gets, I think he just spins out on his
Oh,
own.
yep. Got too much gas in it coming out of the
92 involved again. Oh boy.
corner. 3 to go.
I was
Uh-oh.
worried about what the X's were going to look like. We're going to see at the end of this. We'll see what the X's. Caution, going to set up a green-white checkered. Oh no, not the 70 again.
Oh, man.
No, he actually is able to get through this one.
Oh, he's
But a wreck up
one for
ahead.
6.
Yeah, one for, I think more than that. Everyone else gets involved in this wreck.
Oh, everyone's standing in front of him. Oh, yeah, good job.
Personette gets him around too.
Personette missed a lot of these wrecks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
time around, I don't know if I can blame that on anybody, but Trey Holmes, I think, was
Yeah.
just getting a little
Yeah,
too aggressive, got into gavel,
Gavel got
fun
bodied
gavel
there.
around. And then look at people not slowing down. They're just going for it.
Yeah. There's Rucker.
See what happened to Rucker for another 8th wreck for him. I don't know how he still had a bumper still on this car.
Oh, man, he was through it, too.
Yeah,
Just lost it at the end. Dang.
there's Scott Crump.
Soldiering on. Uh-oh.
We're not yet. Tell me what
Uh-oh.
happens here. 2 laps left to
Got
go.
too much
We're
rear
inside
brake
of
in it.
finishing it. Oh,
Oh,
we're so close to
man.
finishing the race. What'd you do?
I just wanted caution number 22, man.
You wanted the last one, huh?
I'll
You
tell you
got
what.
Scott Crump. You got Scott Crump and Ethan Stanley.
I'll tell you what, I was so pissed off. I cranked the rear brake bias all the way down and shipped it, and it did not work.
No, it did not. You threw it in there.
Yeah.
You got sideways,
I tried.
and then
to
you hit
keep it straight.
one of your teammates or one of your old teammates.
Yeah. I tried to keep it off everyone. But, oh, Clark. Sorry,
And then you
Clark.
come back and you hit. Why'd you have to hit him again?
Oh, let's see. That's
Then
2,
look.
3.
What's really funny?
3 Lake
Scott
Norman
Crump
cars.
came back out on track like 78 laps down. Just gonna run out in the back, try to get some, these late points and everything. Just finish it off, and you go and you take out his front bumper.
4X there. He hit,
Oh yeah.
he got hit by the 37.
That's a good view of Scott Crump. He's just hanging out, dead last, just riding.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
I do got to
You come
shout
back
everyone
down.
out though. They did a pretty good job avoiding me, even though I was sliding in the middle of the track. It can only work so long.
And then this was the finish here. Nick Indelicato gets the second position over Matthew Weeks. He's trying to catch up. Nick Indelicato had new tires at the time. The oldest tires was Fody. As wrecking happening in the back, of course there is. As Nick Indelicato is going to try to take one more good shot at Tyler Fody here.
You got to ship it in there, buddy.
Maybe if it was you would have shipped it in there. At the line. Oh, he came close. I think if we had one more lap, he would have been able to make the move. Tyler Fody able to get his first win of the season, which is kind of surprising that it's finally taken this long to get his first win of the season. But Tyler Fody, our previous champion or last year's champion, able to get that victory there. That was a long race.
Yeah, that was
a long race. That was a long time for me to have to go through and collect all that video. But that was something else. We're going to go ahead and take a look at kind of see what some of the statistics from that race, because boy, there's some eye-opening statistics from this race. We're going to start it off right here. So first thing you're going to know, there's a lot of red on this blue page.
Oh,
5 people got penalties for that race. 5 people got point penalties.
Hibbs minus
Gavin Hibbs had the biggest point penalty I've seen so far in Elite. I don't think I've seen.
If he would have won the race, if he would have won the race, he would only walked away with 1 point.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is
I don't think I've seen that
hard hit in points for Gavin Hibbs. 40 points. I mean, that's gonna make it kind of difficult for him to make it in to the chase now. Yeah. Well, he got 2 point penalty or 2. He caused 2 wrecks at Gateway, and then he caused 2 wrecks here at USA, and stacking them all kind of really hurt his performance there. Other notes to self: Garrison Hogan led the most laps there. Look at total passes. Ethan Stanley, not only did he get the most passes on track, he had the most incident points in the race as well. 44 incident points.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Lee. And how did he finish 13th? I can't believe.
Tank, man. That car's a tank.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it was that was a heck of a something. I don't know if I can call it racing. Average position, Tyler Fody just always seems to knock out those average running positions there. He was running 3rd for the majority of the race.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Nick Indelicato started in 38th, able to come home 2nd. He only had he had the least amount of incidents at 4.
Yeah.
4 was the least amount of incidents out of 43 cars for this race.
Yeah.
It's not a good statistic.
That was a bit of a disaster there.
Bit of a disaster, I would say. Chad Frankenfield back there finishes in 32nd after running really well. Some other things, driver rating. 2 guys had over 100. That was Fody and Garrison Hogan. I still don't really understand the whole driver rating, to be honest with you.
I think it heavily favors leading. I know that. I think laps led are a big percentage of the tally of your driver rating. So, I mean, you could have a bunch of passes. I mean, look, Stanley had 43 passes, but he only had a 75 rating. So I don't know if the incident points are factored in too, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and I don't really know where that plays out, to be honest with you. But yeah, right. I mean, these are the results here. I don't know really what to make of it. If I had to say anything, what I'll let you start, and then I'll let you know my opinions on what needs to happen here in Elite, because Chad saying that this is not a we're on par for being a good season. I don't believe. Chad can say that all day long. That no, statistically, we're doing pretty well.
Right.
I don't agree. What's your opinion here, and then I'll let you know mine.
Yeah, I mean I feel like the whole green flag percentage thing is a little skewed with road courses where we don't have cautions, and then we've had some full distance races like Indy. I mean, we only had 7 cautions that race. So I honestly though, I got to back Chad up a little bit for last night's race. The first 50 to 100 laps, I mean, we proved we're plenty capable of running that.
You guys
car
had
there.
4 cautions in the first 50 laps.
Well, okay, but I mean that's a little high for a short track, but I don't know. I feel like we could handle it. The car handled pretty good. I think
that's what causes more issues is if the car handles good.
I think it's us drivers, man. Just not having respect for each other out there was a big factor.
I'm gonna continue my advocation that no fault tallies should end up with 2 people getting some kind of tally.
That's fair.
The
only argument I have for that though is like the judgment from the official. I mean,
there shouldn't be no judgment. If you can't blame it on one particular person, then both of them get it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Give each other room.
Yeah.
For the love of all, give each other room.
Right.
If you go in there going, man, I'm racing him really tightly, you're going to get a tally. You might get a tally. You know, he might end up racing you really hard. Both people should. If that guy continues to race people hard, he's probably not going to finish the race because he's going to probably get half a point penalties. I'm tired of half the race being no tally, and then we get at the end of the race and there's 22 cautions. At least for this night, 5 people did get taken out of the race for causing issues. But I am a real big proprietor of, people don't like the tally system. They want to give EOLs. Well, then you're going to get people getting pissed off and causing a bunch of issues. I don't believe in that. No one's at fault for a situation. I don't. I race and, and I don't try to put myself in a position where I take somebody out by doing stuff like that. I don't know. That's my opinion, but we'll see. As far as that is the race, we're going to have, I don't know. We got a road course, but it's not a road course coming up next that I would really say that, hey, we got a chance at there being a lot of clean racing, because it's like a short track road course. It takes like 40 seconds to get around that racetrack. Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it should be a pretty exciting road course race. But I feel like it's going to run green, and there's going to be it's going to kind of balloon our green flag percentage. But I agree with you though. I think the World 600 coming up, we have no reason not to have a good clean race there. No reason. I don't know. That is a very difficult track to expect clean racing, because I'm going to have to guess it takes 40 seconds to get around there. Ethan Stanley should be at the end of the race have lapped up to 5th place. Yeah.
By the end of the race, if he hasn't been taken out by the lap cars.
Right.
Because there's nowhere to go at that racetrack. Unless if you're going in the 50, 100 yard stand in turn 1. There's nowhere to go, and I think I'm going to have a long road ahead of me.
I could spice it up for the human road course race.
Human drivers?
Yeah,
human drivers, not these robotic.
Stanley could get held up by those lappers, it could spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Let's go ahead and take a look at our picks for our series here. See how we did, because
Crump,
you did pretty well for yourself.
I don't know the number exactly, Crump, but we're gonna smoke that number this season, I believe. No,
we're on par for already way past that. At race number 6.
A lot of people are going to break the
To
record.
give you an idea, Scott, last season, Goody had the most instant points at 240,
It wasn't even 300.
240. It was 240. We weren't in the 300s, 240. We have already almost like 4 or 5 guys within like 20 points, 10 points of him. That was after 18 for Goody races. We're at race 6. And I get there's a road course, but even still, I don't think, like I told you before, take out 100 of those points for a road course. We're still well above halfway of it. Yeah, Scott, 128 is the most right now. So
Yeah, it's close.
that's a lot.
Halfway through the season, we're going to break the record.
Yep. Well, here is our picks. I picked Ethan Stanley, who had his a night to forget. Goody had the worst pick, which was surprising. David Tooker. I was surprised by that. Jeff Green picked Matthew Weeks, who the points leader had a really good night once again. Johnny Thomas picked Tate Lytle. Didn't do as good as he had hoped. You picked the winner again. Congratulations.
It's my second win, I believe.
Is that why you didn't take him out when he sent it on you?
Yeah.
I think maybe
why
that
I
had a
did
little
it.
bit of, let him have it.
Yeah.
You're sacrificing your own wins in the series just to beat us on these picks.
Got to prove a point.
And the marbles. We've been saying the marbles have been cursed for all season. Nick Indelicato got second, had the least amount of incident points, started back in 38th, and had an absolutely clean car, and got the marbles some really good points there. Wow, that was
Nick Indelicato, man, broke the curse.
Yeah, that was impressive. So maybe it's up in the air. Maybe the marbles is back to being good again. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. that at least gives me hope that the marbles is not going to completely ruin someone's race.
Right.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the point standings here, because you have absolutely destroyed us. I have to guess that you probably have more points in here for the picks than what it is for the point standings in real life for Matthew Weeks.
I can pull it up real fast, but
Because
it's got to be close.
256, Ethan, is
I do.
unbelievable.
I got Weeks by 9 points.
Wow. I
wish I
feel
had those
really
points
bad.
for my
I feel
racing.
dumb. I feel really dumb with these picks because I'm picking first and I'm still losing every single time. I am over 100 points now behind you. There's no hope for me to come back. I have zero hope. I lost points to the marbles. They're catching back up to me. I'm going to cry.
It's never over, Gerald.
Stinks.
It's never over.
It's pretty over for me. My only hope is I beat the marbles at the end of this season.
Should have added
That's
a
my
drop week
hopes.
or something.
Oh no, no! Every point matters. Goody. Well, how does that work with point? No, you guys are hard enough to try to get picks from, rather than deciding drop weeks and stuff like that. Johnny Thomas is still right there in the middle. Jeff Green kind of still right there. Goody lost a lot of positions to you. He was catching you there.
I think he was
for
only
a little
two
bit. He was
back.
making you worried, and now you got some more positions there. Well, let's go ahead and see what our picks for the road course here for next week. I picked, of course, going first. I picked Ethan Stanley. I think that's like a given pick.
Oh, yeah.
The robot. Is that what you call him? The robot?
I just now, yeah.
Okay, that's Ethan Stanley, the robot.
Yeah, the road bot. How about that?
Road bot. That's really good. Wow. That's
Gotta
actually
claim that
really
one.
good. Yeah. Gonna have to hashtag that one. But next person to pick was Jeff Green. He picked RC Anderson. Hopefully he gets back from Coda. Doesn't celebrate too much from his real life win. You've got an RC shirt on, don't you?
I do. RC Anderson.
Yeah, well, I've got the
Indy
points
Lights shirt.
leader. I got the points leader in the Cup Series here, Matthew
Yes,
Weeks.
sir. Yes, sir.
You know, he's the real deal. You know, multi-winner Cup Series for this season.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully he's not like the other number 11 car of Denny Hamlin and never wins a cup championship. We'll see. Goody picked Nick Indelicato. Johnny Thomas picked Chad Frankfield. You picked David Tooker. That's interesting.
Y'all left Tooker on the table for me, man. I was shocked.
What do you mean, Ethan? I did spell your name right. Didn't I spell his name right? Ethan Stanley? Did I forget it? No, I forgot the E. God. Ethan, you robot. Shut up, robot.
Yeah, the
Roadbot. No one's talking to you.
Robot's got the spell check on you.
Of course he would. He's a robot.
Yeah, David Tooker's going to go win, man. You watch.
Oh, yeah, he does have a cup championship, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Matthew.
It was a forgettable
It wasn't really. It was only by like 2/200ths of a second, but I forgot all about it. Tyler Fode won the last one. You're old news. I don't know what to tell you. Marbles are going to pick whoever wins the marble race, which we'll find out. And then, yeah, I don't know. I really hope Ethan Stanley has a lot better time than he did at the road course there. I have yet to pick a winner that has won a race, and I think I don't know what to say about that.
It'd at least be really hard for Stanley to have a worse race than
he's going to like the hardest road course to not get or to stay out of trouble in.
Yeah,
because he's going to be around trouble because he's going to have to lap the entire field. I'm sorry, a couple times over. Poor Goody's going to go a lap down like 5 times in that race and never go off track. And he's going to have to see Ethan Stanley pass him over and over and over again. So I don't know. It's a lot going on. Well, we're going to go ahead and do a commercial break. When we get back, we're going to go ahead and see our next gauntlet contender. It's David Tooker. We finally brought him on. He's been crying about it for so long to get onto there. I felt bad. He started sending me hate emails, and I got tired of it. So finally put David Tooker on there, see how he did. And we're going to ask him some really stupid questions like we like to do with everyone else. Stay tuned because he didn't have the easiest time. We didn't let him have the easiest time. We kind of made it fair for the rest of the field. So stay tuned. After we get back from the commercial break, we're going to go straight into seeing what the gauntlet looks like at night.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of BellyUp Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BellyUp, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Canada Dips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canada Dip CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BellyUp20 at CanadipCBD.com. Once again, BellyUp20 at CanadipCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canada Dips for being a great partner of BellyUp Sports.
Joining us today is David Tooker to try out the gauntlet here. The driver of the 19 for Pro Edge for BellyUp Cup Series, the original road course ace. Well, David, if you're ready, we are. Go ahead and get rolling off here, and we're going to get this thing started for you.
All right, here we go.
Well, David, as you can tell, as everyone else can, it's nighttime here at the gauntlet. We had to make it a little bit difficult for you because you just make it a little bit too hard for everyone else here on track. But I think you got this. I think you'll be able to handle it, right? I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a little bit tough for you to see here in the beginning, but I think it will start to brighten up. But
Oh, it's
So-
the best of my abilities.
Yeah, you're getting it though. Oh boy, going off here. Well, we're gonna ask you the first question here. You've been asking to come on to the Gauntlet for a while, but your fans didn't really come through for you. Is that kind of like a slap in the face that more people would rather see Harry talk to us for way too long about nothing than it is to see a good road course driver try out the Gauntlet?
You know, I don't really know. I'm kind of disappointed in my fan base. I know my fan base is, me, myself, and I, and maybe the Pro Edge Garage. But even them, we're competing against each other every week. I'm not doing great. We're doing really horrible. Man, maybe I'm not the road course ace that I was anymore. Hopefully I don't get stuck in the sand here. But, I think Harry is definitely a lot more entertaining. I think he brings a lot more, I guess, chaos, beautiful chaos to Elite. And honestly, I feel like I'm too clean of a driver. I don't really make a lot of mistakes, at least on the road course side. I've taken a few guys out, but not in the way Harry has. So, I can understand that. I think Harry's a lot more of a funnier guy than I am as well. So, why is this thing so loose? Jesus, I was not prepared for this, as you can tell. But overall, I do think Harry is a lot more entertaining than I am. I think my driving is a lot more entertaining than his, though. I will say I win that category.
There you go.
Go
All
ahead.
right, well, you've been on Pro Edge for a while. We already had Weeks and Lytle on the show and tell us about how they joined and their journey. So now it's your turn. How did it all get started at Pro Edge, and how's everything been?
Man, it's been a long 10, 12 years for me for running with these guys. Especially our team owner, Ethan, you're here. I appreciate you being here watching me suck, at what I love to do. But, it's all started back on the console days, if you can believe it or not. Racing on NASCAR Inside Line, which was 2012, 2013, and me and Ethan actually met in one of our league races. We were side by side at Richmond for what felt like over half the race and didn't make a single ounce of contact, and that game had what we call a bubble, which was you'd get within half a car length of the guy in front of you and you'd end up hitting them on their screen. So just having to race with that much more awareness and we were not hitting each other just said a lot about our racecraft and how well we would race together later on in the future. So, it all started there. And we just kept in contact, kept racing together, and our group has expanded into so much more than it was before. And it's really awesome to see how this group has grown. But it's been a long journey, and I've enjoyed every second of it. I look forward to these races, no matter how good or bad they may go. I'm doing it with my best friends, so couldn't ask for much more than that.
Is that? I mean, you've been a part of Pro Edge for a while. You've seen a lot of people come and go. I mean, is it just been the normal core guys with you guys over there?
It definitely started with me, Ethan, Weeks, a couple other guys, Daniel Martinez, but that was just a lot of guys just have different schedules, so it all fits in differently. And we obviously want to make our roster as competitive as possible. The addition of Tate was a really good steal for us, as well as RC. Josh has been our guy as well for a long time, and it'd be really cool to see him win a race. He's been close so many times. Unfortunately, just hasn't had the best luck as the rest of us. And I think we could definitely work on him with a little bit more speed as well as tire conservation. So there's many things that all of us could do better as a group to get us more as a competitive team overall. But I honestly think this is the best team we have on the grid right now, at least as far as consistency week in and week out. And it's been really fun to run with those guys because they're all really, like I said, we're all really fast, so we all push each other to be better. And I think that's a thing that lacks in most teams. Is as much as it is a team, we're all working together to try to beat each other too. So I think that's what's different about just any other team. I think Pro Edge is definitely the most intercompetitive.
Well, for a long time, you were known as the road ringer in Elite. For the last few seasons, we've seen it all go over to Ethan Stanley and RC Anderson. How does it feel to know how the rest of us felt for so long, watching you win all those road races, and will you ever win one of those road races again?
I think if I put in some effort every once in a while, I think I could. I mostly just show up, and even then, I don't even show up on time. Like for the race we just did at USA, I showed in the last 20 minutes, and kind of had to learn how to drive it like as I was in the race a little bit. So I had about 15 minutes of practice on top of the race, which was a pretty much practice session, unfortunately. Just doing short runs, but I feel like if I actually sat down and practiced for some of these things, I think I'd do pretty well. But no, now that you mentioned that, I feel like I got to come out swinging at Brands Hatch. So I'll put in maybe 30 minutes of effort and see how far that gets me. But no, RC's been a great teammate to have. Super competitive on the road courses, which can be good and bad, obviously. But no, Stanley's also stepped his game up as well. This isn't good. Stanley's been a great competitor. Hopefully it goes stuck on the curb. Oh,
we're good.
Sparks, lovely Sparks with the nighttime.
I took her. So you recently won one of your Mazda races. So how awesome was that? And what's your outlook for the future there?
That's a great question, Ethan. I appreciate you putting some light on that.
There's no light on track.
I wish there was light on track, but got to make this hard for me. I get it. No, that's honestly it's been a dream year so far for us on that side. Coming out in the first round of the Hoosier Tour, which is really what we've been needing to compete in this year. Which will hopefully, if we do well enough, that'll send me to the Mazda Shootout, and I can compete for the Mazda Scholarship. And hopefully, with that, I can get into the Global Mazda Cup. And start running some races over there. But no, we're starting the season off well with a podium in the first 2 podiums in the first weekend. Actually, got a third and a first, and running with a great team, Hague Performance. They've built me an amazing car to go out there and compete with every single week, and everybody on that team believes in me. It feels very much like the Pro Edge Garage as far as everyone wants to see you do well. But also they understand how competitive the sport is, and that there's a lot of ups and downs that come with it. This is the corner I usually always wreck in, but I actually made it this time. It's such a great environment to be in, and I love where I'm at, and I really hope I can continue my success with those guys and go to Portland in May and do really well there.
Well, we're going to get to the fast part of the questions because you're going really fast. You're actually way farther
ahead.
I know,
he's flying.
Yeah. We're going to go to the fast questions. You need to answer these as fast as you can. No thought into these. If there was a zombie apocalypse, what role would each of the Pro Edge drivers be, and who would be the first to die?
First of the Pro Edge to die. Oh, man. I feel like I'm definitely the weakest link there, just because I'm a scared little B-word. When it comes to that stuff. But I've watched a lot of zombie shows. Definitely the survivor, Ethan. As far as, who's got the protection with the guns, I would have to go with Zeus. Tate's kind of like the middleman. He's kind of just like making sure everyone's okay. He's definitely the father of the group.
All right. Go ahead, Ethan.
All right, Ticker. If you were a necrophiliac, which celebrity would you dig up?
Oh, gosh. Ken Block.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Love that man.
Would you rather sing every other word or yell every other word?
Yell every other word!
All right, if you could ask the devil a question, what would it be?
Speak a little louder, I didn't hear your question.
If you could ask the devil a question, what would it be?
Why does my life suck?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to ask about Ken Block. Name 3 drivers in Elite that best resemble kitchen appliances, and what appliances?
Harry is definitely a frying pan because you never know when he's going to hit you. Gavel would definitely be an oven because he always overcooks his tires.
All right, 2 more questions. What's yours, Ethan?
What is the worst sandwich ingredient in your opinion?
Tomatoes, 110%.
Okay, last question here. What would the 10-year-old think of you right now?
God damn, he's pretty cool. He's racing cars and everything, and he's got friends all over the country. That's pretty freaking awesome.
Well, we hope so. You did it. You did it in a really fast time, I think. We'll have to see what the time is at the end of it all. But overall, I mean, impressive lap you just did. With it being at night, the wind at full blast, and really, really showing off that you're going to have some road course ability still behind you when you get to next week at the road course there. But we want to go ahead and let you do your thank yous and shout outs for not just on this, but for anybody that deserves the thank you and shout out from you. Now's the time for you to be able to let them know now here, Tucker.
There's so many people that are involved with, especially now making this program, not only this podcast, but just Elite in general, that have done a great job to make this league run as well as it does. All of our admin in the admin chat, especially Chad, he puts up with a lot of stuff when it comes to our complaining every single week, but he keeps a cool head for us and gives us a great place to race. All of our sponsors, I wish I could be looking at my car to thank them all, but definitely Worldwide Technology Raceway, JD Designs, especially JD Designs. He paints all my beautiful looking race cars, so big shout out to him. All of our other sponsors, I believe Blue Egg's on there. I'm blanking. BellyUp Sports, they came up on board with us this year, and having them on board has been an awesome thing too. So, and also everybody at the Pro Edge Garage. I'm working with these guys on trying to get faster on the road courses. They've definitely stepped it up quite a bit. I'm just having fun running laps here, so I might keep going. But obviously, everybody at the Pro Edge Garage, they've helped me a lot get some oval speed, which has been awesome. But that's pretty much everybody. Also, you guys up in the booth for what you do up here, putting on this show. This has been an awesome part of Elite that we haven't really seen before. So, really happy to be a part of it finally.
Absolutely. Well, that's David Tooker, folks. We're going to go back up to the booth and see what kind of lap times he was able to do here at the Nürburgring. Well, that was Ethan Stanley there. That was a good lap. I'm interested to see what kind of lap he was able to do there, Ethan. Do you think he's got anything for Tyler Fody, who's been on top for I don't know, I think his episode on episode 2 or 1.
Tooker was cooking. I don't know. It's hard to tell though, because I mean, maybe the expectations were a little lower given that it was dark and hurricane force winds, but
yeah,
it felt fast after the first part.
I put it as hard as I could do for the guy. They won't allow rain yet. I put it to 4 a.m. and I put 30-mile-per-hour winds on the racetrack, so I don't know what else I could really do. But let's go ahead and see what kind of lap times he's able to do. Our 9th competitor of the gauntlet. Let's see where he stacks up.
Oh, he got him
to the top by less than 2 seconds. Wow.
And that's with that spin in the first part of the track too.
He was booking it though. Yeah. He didn't make a mistake once he got into the deep part of the section, and he was fast.
Yeah.
I wonder what he would have probably been close to the low 9s if it wasn't for those incidents in the beginning.
Yeah. You could see, who knows how much better it would have been.
If I would have made it to where there was fair, but then it wouldn't be this close.
That worked out good. I think you leveled it nice.
I leveled it, and he still took the top. Yeah. Oh, man. Tyler Fody's going to be a little upset. He's finally off the top spot there. I need to get some drivers in here that might be able to put up a spot into there. There's a few ideas of a few guys I have ideas for. I need to convince them to join the gauntlet. It's kind of hard to convince people to want to do the gauntlet when they see a lap done by Harrison or a lap done by Dusty out there on the track. They kind of go, that doesn't sound like that much fun, Yeah. Well, that was a really, really, really good lap by our favorite road course ace. Our original favorite road course ace there, David Tooker. Yeah. I think he's gonna have a shot come next week, and that's your pick, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Was it kind of due to this interview that we did why you picked him?
I think we might have fired him up a little bit, asking him about not being the guy anymore at road courses. I'm hoping that fueled a fire and he'll go out there and make something happen.
Well, Tyler Footy's not happy. He lost his spot at the top. Oh, Tyler Footy. Win another championship, and I may make you get another lap out here. To be fair, David Tooker knows that track way more than the rest of us combined.
He does. I don't think he had it on iRacing, or he might have before, but I know he definitely knows the track for sure.
Yeah, he was naming out German things like he was a part of the German army over there. He was naming them all out, and I was just kind of looking at him. I was like, oh boy.
Once he didn't blow through that one corner, everyone blows through. I knew
that where they ride through the grass. Yeah, I was like, how did he even see it? I can barely see, and he's just driving through everything like it was no problem. My gosh. Well, we've got 2 more things up next. I think we're going to do the marbles race, but please don't go anywhere, because right after the marbles race, we have some big news that we want to shout out, that we want everyone to be able to stay tuned and look at, because it may involve you being able to do something for us here. So some really cool news that both Ethan and I are very excited to be able to shout out. Maybe not to Chad's particular happiness, because he kind of let us know, please don't get me in trouble on what we're about to share. We're going to do that right after the marble race, but let's go ahead and do that, Ethan. We're going to do a little broadcast like we're announcing the marbles race, like if it was a regular race here. That's going to be, I tried picking the smallest kind of road course looking thing that I could find to match what we're going to be going to. And it's like a little figure 8 race here.
Yep. All right,
and it goes by very fast here.
Yeah.
Out front, Michael Hossack able to get it. Oh, here comes Gavin Hibbs. I know he's a good road course racer.
Yep,
he might have a shot up there.
Mark Rebelos, Chris Wright. Look at Jordan Owens coming through.
Yeah, look at Jordan go.
Yeah, this is a quick one. 5 laps here. So this lap 2.
Yeah, it's going to go by real quick. It's going to go by real quick.
All right.
Jordan Owens is getting out to a big lead.
Now see, people can be excited about winning this now since Indelicato.
Yeah, if they can have Nick Indelicato's luck.
Big lead for Jordan.
Yeah, look at Jordan Owens go.
Jesse had a horrific race last night. That'd be a cool little comeback for him to have a good run next week.
Yeah, just he's happy to just be out of that short track. But we're going to a short track road course, so I don't know how that's going to work. Jordan Owens, everyone knows him as the road course driver. Jordan Owens, right? Wow, look at Vincent. He jumped out of nowhere. I didn't even see him come from anywhere.
Yeah, look at that.
We're already almost to the end of this thing here. We're already coming up on to the final lap. Jordan Owens still out front here. Jesse Racima's trying to catch up. Here comes it's for that second place. It's flickering around so much. 3 wide there at the line. Here they come.
Is this the last lap?
Last lap here. Jordan Owens still out front. Jesse Racimas.
Oh man.
Side by side.
Here comes Casey Hatch. Send it,
Casey Hatch. Out of nowhere. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Who's it gonna be?
I don't know.
Oh,
who got it?
Oh,
I don't even know who got it.
Got him.
Wow.
Photo finish.
That was like, I don't even know how. That was
wow.
No time at all. I did not see Casey Hatch win there.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That was nuts.
That was by inches.
Yeah. So Casey Hatch, the marbles pick for the road course next week. Wow.
That's awesome.
So that was something else, huh?
Yeah,
I didn't expect that. Well, folks, we've got one final thing to go about shouting out. We're very excited. We're going to give you a little bit of an idea. It's not fully set in motion as far as what's going to be on here, but here, Casey Hatch is in there. Good job, Casey, for winning that. Just going to give you a shout out. You're going to have to really prove the marble. You need to start doing some practice laps.
Because buddy. Don't let the marbles down. They're trying to pass.
Don't let the marbles down. Please don't let the marbles down. Yeah, so your first elite victory is going to be here for the marbles race. But yeah, we got one announcement here. This is very exciting for both Ethan and I to go about doing. We haven't set a date just as of yet, but this is something that I know a lot of drivers have been asking for. We're finally going to be able to bring it to you. I want to make it big screen so everyone can see. Elite Racing After Dark. It's going to be on a Saturday night, open to all elite drivers that want to be able to join. BellyUp has given us the green light. They said you can curse, you can be as rowdy as you want to be. There are going to be a little bit of ground rules, but you can't say just about anything. But we're going to have it where we're finally going to be able to have it for everyone to join us, to be able to have a fun time. You know, both Ethan and I both stated this. You know, we said, you know, we race against a lot of these guys for years. We've raced against a lot of these guys for years and years. And, you know, when's the last time that we actually got to sit down, have some fun, have some laughs, have a drink or two? It's going to be on a Saturday night, where it's going to be a late night. And that way people can put their kids to sleep and have a beer, have a toast. Maybe we'll make some shot challenges to where if someone says a name, we have to take a shot. You know, we haven't come up with everything. This is kind of just now been agreed upon with BellyUp to allow us to have that. It took a lot of encouraging to get BellyUp to allow us to have their broadcast or their YouTube to be able to have a fun, and hopefully they don't regret it, because we're gonna have a lot of fun. I know a lot of people were always talking about for so long, well, we need an After Dark elite or elite show where we can go on and talk and have fun and you know, just make it open to everybody. And that's exactly what we're going to have. It's going to be open. We'll have a link to where they can join up onto here. You can have a webcam. You don't have to have a webcam. It's going to be something that, you know, we're just going to have some fun and just see what comes of it. There's going to be a lot more news coming up, a date set for it. So keep an eye on for the yes, Scott, drinking is very much encouraged. Both Ethan and I will have a drink in hand. I'm going to set up a few of them. I'm gonna have fun with it. It's going to be a night where my wife's going to lock me into the room instead of me locking them out. So yeah, no, it's going to be a fun night for sure. But yeah, what is your thoughts on it, Ethan?
I'm excited, man. I'm one of the guys that's been wanting something like that. I think it'll be a good spot for us to hang out, chat. I mean, we could settle some drama, you know, talk it out, have some drinks, talk some smack to each other. I mean, it might even help guys, you know, get a little more respect for people they might not have before. Might go to the racetrack. Never know. Or
who knows?
Or
a race might just break out at the end of it. Yeah, just like David said here. Maybe we'll set up like a figure 8 race or something, and take Indy cars out on a figure 8 race where I broadcast it onto here and see maybe Robert had a really good one. We just open up the drunk gauntlet. That would be fun. We haven't really set. If you have ideas, let us know. Send it to us. Send it to me. Some of your ideas for the After Dark. You know, we'll start coming up with a day. We want it to be a Saturday night, so it's inclusive for everyone, for both on the East Coast and on the West Coast. So maybe something like 10, starting at 10 Eastern on Saturday night. So real late. It's gonna be After Dark. It has to be late enough to where, you know, not anybody can just join in and go, what the hell are these guys doing? So we're really excited about it. It's going to be something that we're going to be having some fun, coming up with ideas what to do. And, you know, we don't want to make it like too much things to do, because it is going to be mainly just us kind of all coming together, joking and laughing, to where, you know, we're not having our competitiveness come out in a race, and actually be able to have fun with each other rather than just start yelling at each other at a short track like we did on Wednesday.
Be like hanging out at the bar with some of your buddies. You know?
That's exactly right. That's kind of the feeling that we're trying to go for, is you know, kind of like a tailgating party kind of a situation before a race or after a race. And, you know, we all just sit around and we talk and have fun, and you know, we make fun of it. You know, not too many leagues really bring that along, and I think this is a real good bonding experience that no other league has really been able to share that we want to share with anyone. So we'll have an open link to where you just join, click and join. You can either have a webcam or you don't. It doesn't matter. And you're encouraged to come on at any time. It's not like you have to be at the beginning and stay all the way to the end. You can show up for 30 minutes. You can show up for the entire thing. It's up to you what you decide on. So I'm hoping like 10, 15 drivers all at one time getting on here, and we all barely can hear each other over all of us laughing and joking. So I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited to finally be able to announce this Elite After Dark podcast that we're going to be coming out. It's going to be a one-time deal for right now. We're going to see if we can not get kicked off BellyUp's page before we decide to do more. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun to discuss later on for it. So that's pretty much the end of this episode here. Ethan, what do you think about this episode so far? One of the better ones?
It was great, man. We had a lot to unpack in the race review. The cool announcement here, new fastest lap on the gauntlet. Casey Hatch winning the marbles race. I mean, it was all good stuff.
Yeah, Casey Hatch, congratulations to you. You're gonna have to put practice laps in for the marbles there.
Yep.
And stay. Yeah, and our next episode is going to be episode 10. We're already at episode 10. That's going to be with me and I think Jeff Green, maybe, or is it Goody?
I think it
might be Goody.
Yeah, I think it's Goody.
I think it's Goody for the next episode. Yeah, so I do think it's going to be Goody for the next episode, for episode 10. That's going to be next Thursday. Not going to want to miss it. We're going to have more fun like we always do. Got to get in contact with a few guys. I have ideas for the gauntlet. We're going to continue with the gauntlet, of course, continue with the marbles racing. And overall, we're going to have fun, and we may have some more information about the After Dark Elite League podcast that we're going to have. So thank you, everyone, for joining us here tonight. We appreciate you joining on. A lot of fun. Can't wait to be able to have more fun with you guys as we continue this podcast for the rest of the season. Thank you. Thank you a lot, BellyUp, for allowing me to be able to do the After Dark. It took a little bit of convincing for them to allow us to do it. So thank you, everyone. All the other drivers, I'm sure, are very, very happy and thankful for you to allow us to have that. And of course, thank you, everyone. We hope to see you again for next Thursday's podcast at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. Have yourself a wonderful night and stay